Hello and welcome back to another week at Fretzy Ford and another episode of Tiger Eye. This week's episode is sure to be exciting with not only a segment focused about class opportunities to give students some awareness about what there is to offer at Ford, because this week Alex is also touching on athletics about a part of sports that is often overlooked, junior varsity. Being on any JV sports team is important for the future, which is the key topic in our next segment about teaching cadet class and why it's a great opportunity at Ford that many students should know about. Casey?
In North Carolina, there are 4,400 unfilled teaching positions. With new generation, hopefully comes more teachers. Here at Fretzy Ford, a new class called Teacher Cadet has started.
Teacher Cadet is unique because it's like having a built-in internship. So we spend a week at elementary school, a week at the middle school, and we do a week for pre-K observations. So students are learning about teaching, and then they go out and they get to observe it as part of the class.
You kind of learn how people work, and the first week you kind of learn about yourself because you do a lot of personality tests and stuff like that. So you learn more about yourself and how other people and mainly kids work.
Teacher Cadet allows students to get an understanding and witness the hard work and dedication that goes into teaching.
I get experience before I'm going into college or, my future career. I get to see what it's like, see if I really want to do this as a career, and I think it's a good class.
It's just fun to teach students about all the hard work that you don't see when you're in class and how much teachers put into what they do inside the classroom.
We've been doing a few internship things. Like the other week we went to Miss Hamlin's class and the pre-K class, and this week we're going to Blackburn every day and we're doing a different grade. Like today I did 5th grade at Blackburn and it was fun.
It gives you experience in like a classroom and see how a teacher actually works for the kids outside of a student perspective.
With 185 required school days, teachers are bound to have some issues, but problems allow people to learn from them and grow as a human.
Teaching as a career is a really good way to live, but also just that learning is, you can do it every day. Even as a teacher we learn, and that makes life fun.
Thanks, Casey. I'm hoping this segment will help at least a few students figure out what they want their future to look like. Today, Alex is getting some insight from our JV players about sports at Ford.
Athletics are a huge part of our school, bringing together our student body to support our many teams. Although the spotlight tends to shine on varsity sports, people tend to forget the importance of sports at the JV level.
I like the JV level. It actually gives the kids an opportunity to play a sport at a lower level than varsity to get them prepared for the varsity level.
It's important for schools to have a JV so new people, like I said, can have a learning place and have fun. And if you're on varsity, you'll just sit the bench the whole time and not get playing time.
Because there's a lot of students and a lot of people who like to play different sports, and it's just a better opportunity for people to learn more. That, like, if there's someone that hasn't been playing volleyball as much as someone else, then they get to learn how to play and get the basics during JV to get ready for varsity.
There's a lot more room for mistakes. There's no stats, there's no film, there's not as big of a crowd for you to get nervous of, and you can really prepare those first 2 years for your next 2 years of varsity, and especially if you want to get looked at and go to college.
The JV years give younger athletes time for their bodies to mature in a safer level of competition, as well as grow in their knowledge of the game.
The younger kids aren't ready physically for the varsity level, so it gives them a year or two to develop body-wise and mature also to get them ready for the varsity level.
I think there's no way that a rising freshman could be 14, could be 15, real small, just now maturing, should be going against an 18-year-old that is going to college for football. I just don't think it's safe.
The varsity level is a lot more serious than the JV level, which takes pressure off of the athletes.
You also get to have more fun, and it's just less pressure because it's not as a big deal as varsity.
Once you go on varsity, everything's so serious too.
Varsity events attract a larger crowd, giving an extra boost to the players as they prepare for battle. Having more fans at JV games would have the same effect on them.
Well, they should go to support the team. having more fans in the stands, help the kids, help the guys actually get used to a larger crowd when they become varsity players.
We love the support and we like big crowds, I guess, and it just helps us get like hyped.
We play better also if we have more encouragement from other people. We strive to do better.
I think it's good to support the JV players because they work just as hard as all we do at practice. And I mean, just because they're younger does not mean that they don't still play the same game we play and practice the same amount of time that we practice.
JV sports are more than just a stepping stone for varsity, as these players battle week in and week out to not only earn #1 in the conference, but to earn the respect of.
Thanks, Alex. As we approach the end of the first 9 weeks, it's also time to start handing out Theo Awards. Austin was able to track down Theo and find out what these awards mean and how we can find out who won.
Our school's mascot, Theo, has just returned from his summer retreat to celebrate his 70th birthday. Named after Dr. Frederick Theophilus Ford, he's been here at the school since the very beginning. As we approach the end of the first 9 weeks, it's time for teachers to start handing out Theo Awards. And we decided to ask Theo himself what exactly these awards are and why it's such an honor to receive one. While students are chosen for academic reasons like improving or achieving, they can also be chosen for outstanding citizenship. Theo was quick to remind everyone about his love of seeing the names on the doors so the students can get the recognition they deserve. And Theo knows we love a good story and was quick to tell us one. Congratulations to all those Theo Award winners out there. He's proud and we are too.
Thank you, Austin. Students weren't the only ones winning awards. 3 faculty members were also recognized in a segment we're calling Tiger Tales.
Well, I have many different things I want to share with you about Miss Norman. Number one, Miss Norman is a team player. She is reliable, she wears many hats, and she'll take ownership of anything she does. Miss Norman drives a bus. She's always very dependable. She has a well-managed bus. Her kids respect her, and she is always there to help. If you don't know that she also helps with our coffee shop. She will also take those students to job shadowing opportunities where they go to classroom connections. Miss Norman, she does a great job doing anything that is ever asked of her. She never complains. She, again, wears many hats. I know she's even offered to help when we have been short of custodial staff or staff in general. She will always pitch in to help to do anything.
I did an observation on Colonel Weatherstone not too long ago. He's right on track, very impressed with his instructional focus in the classroom. I just value his leadership. He's a strong leader. Obviously, he's a colonel in the Army, comes with a wealth of knowledge. Really value his input. The way he conducts his JRTC program along with First Sergeant Theo. He's a mentor to students. The Colonel just overall strong in the classroom, and he's a strong school leader.
We chose Mr. Reinhardt for Tiger Tales because what a leader he is in our school and school community. Mr. Reinhardt is viewed as a leader among his peers. He's a member of the building leadership team that meets monthly to help give input about decisions we make for Fred T. Ford. Also, Mr. Reinhardt does a great job leading the Fred T. Ford Band. He manages in his classroom, after school, at ball games, community events. They do a great job. He's got, seems to be about 100 kids that he has, that they all work together, and they do a great job supporting Fred T. Ford at school events and also performing in the community. Mr. Reinhardt's a great teacher, great person, great leader, and a great representative of Fred T. Ford High School.
Here are your senior class representatives with an important message regarding dismissals.
Hello everyone! Starting today, seniors are getting released 3 minutes early. There's no bell, so at 2:32 you can just be ready to walk out. Make sure that you are not staying in the hallway and you leave the building at 2:32.
This does not apply to bus riders.
If you are a senior and you have siblings, you still get out 3 minutes early, but you have to wait in your car. Your sibling cannot get out early. If you are a senior and you have a younger sibling, you can still get out 3 minutes early, but you will have to wait on them because this does not apply to anyone except for seniors.
Then, going off of that, underclassmen, this is not your privilege. It only applies to seniors. So hold each other accountable because this privilege can get taken away if underclassmen start leaving early as well. Okay, so make sure you follow all the rules that go along with this or it can get taken away. And make sure you're leaving at 2:32 and no earlier.
21st will be a day to remember, starting off with fall beautification where they come to clean up the school, and after they clean up, go home and get changed for the annual trunk or treat from 4:30 to 6. It'll be tons of fun to see all the little kids get dressed up for Halloween. Freshmen, your Tiger Time blocks are finally unlocked. Starting today, you'll be able to sign up and go where you want in Tiger Time. Freshmen, make sure you sign up for things during Tiger Time. We hope the rest of your Monday is great. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Tiger Eye, and we'll see you the next.